What's going on, Falcons fans? Welcome to ATL and Sports Zone. It's your boy Big Low Country. What in the world? And I got my oh, wait, what in the world? So what you got going on over there, man?
Uh, man, we've been down in the dumps, man. If y'all don't know, and if y'all ain't seen, it says rise up or nah.
Raise it up a
Y'all
little
want
bit, Tom, so
right here,
everybody can see it.
right here, right here. You want me to explain it again?
Yeah. Tell everybody how you feeling, Tom. Tell.
Hashtag rise up or nah. It's basically like I'm gonna try to say it in my best way without cursing or anything. I'm gonna put it up again since people starting to pile in, just like this right here. Rise up or nah. With meaning, I'm really saying, when is we gonna do this? When is we gonna do it? Are we gonna rise up or no? Like, ain't you sick and tired of this? What we been hearing this for since like 2010? Like something like that for like 10 years. 10 years we've been seeing rise up, rise up, rise up. What I'm here to say, rise up or no. Because basically, what I'm trying to say is, man, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm done with it. I am done with the rise up saying, screw it. Throw it in a dumpster and light it up and throw it in a dumpster and set it on fire because we do not need that no more. Scrap it. In brotherhood, scrap it. Rise up, scrap it. All that, scrap it. Let's come up with something new. You know what, man? Me and you, we gonna send an email to the Atlanta Falcons to come up with another saying. But hey, what's up, everybody? It is your boy Terror Artist 404, man. Hey, I do the Madden gaming, I do the 2K gaming. You already know what it is, man. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there, man? How you doing, Lo? Before we get into this comments, how we doing, Lo?
What in the world, man? What's going on with you? Hey, man. Over here we fared apart the cloudy, bro. We over here trying to make it. We got to shout out the folks, before we even get started. Y'all already know.
But before we even get started on that, why you always say fairly party cloudy, man? Come on, man. Why you always say that?
What you mean? Why I always say I'm fair apart the cloudy?
Yeah.
Look, man. I mean that's just the day, man. It's a I ain't too hot, I ain't too cold. It ain't raining, it ain't snowing. It's just fair to part the cloudy over here, bro. Fair to part the cloudy.
And how I'm doing that hashtag rise up or no. Whenever you see some BS on Twitter or if you feel like just cussing the Falcons out or whatever, use that hashtag. Put that hashtag all in the chat, man. We want to see it go everywhere. Cause ain't we tired of that? I know I am, so I know for sure that you is. So Big Low, who you want to shout out first in the comments, man? Let's go ahead and hit these comments.
Oh man, everybody in here tonight, man. Everybody jumped on quick, man. I got my homeboy William Amy in here. My homeboy, let's get it, GA. What's going on, man?
What's up?
I see everybody in here. Muhammad, what's up, bro? Shouting out to Big Low, Antonio, and
Appreciate it.
Black Girl Interrupted. What's going on? Saints fan, we'll still shout you out. Don't matter. William Amy, what's the word, bro? And Miss Keith said that was a good one, Terror Artist 404. Rise up or not.
Appreciate that, wife. Yes. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into another one. What's up? The Snake Sports Podcast. So what's good, fellas? If you guys want to collab about the upcoming matchup, let me know. I'm a Chargers fan. Bingo.
Let's run it. Let's run it, bro.
Hey, Bit Low, are you? We're gonna have to get in touch with him. Snake Sports Talk Show. Go ahead and hit up our email to be exact. I'm about to pull it up right here. Our email is ATLiensSportsZone@gmail.com. Once again, ATLiensSportsZone@gmail.com. So with that being said, Lo, are you down for doing it? We're gonna have to chat it up. Are you down for doing a pregame with him?
I'm more than down for doing it. I'm down like 4 flat tires on the Cadillac. I'm ready to roll with it. Hey man, I'm excited about them charges and everything, so I'll be more than happy to chop it up with you, man. I appreciate you for shouting us out, man. Thank you.
And Jay for 7 said, "Yes, sir, Atlanta Falcons Nation. Yes, sir. We are here. We are here. We are here." And he said, I guess they want us to do pre-games with them, so we're gonna have to chop it up in the email and see what we can get. And what's up, Asia Green?
Asia, what's going on?
And we got to answer this one question: Could the Falcons still make the playoffs, man? F that. No, no, I don't see it, man. Real quickly, do you see it?
I mean, we still mathematically, you know.
You know when you put out that word, oh, mathematically, you out.
we still mathematically eligible, right? So
And
never
shout
know, man.
out real quick to Quentin Willis. He's checking in from VA. Yes, sir. And let's get it, GA. Yes. Unfortunately, he's still employed. Just look at him being here for the 4 remaining games, and they fire him in the offseason. That's what's gonna happen. But hey man, we're gonna get into this real quick. This matchup versus the Aints, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first, Coach Lowe. What's your thoughts around round 2 of that game? I mean, of the
Man.
series, yeah.
Well, first of all, for all the Saints fans that are online right now, and I'm sorry, I forgot to tell if there are any new viewers on here, I apologize. One thing about a country boy, I gotta make sure that I show my manners and introduce myself. So look, this your boy. My name is Big Low Country, football coach. All I do is sit around and talk about sports. And my homeboy Terry Artist here, he's one half of ATLiensSportsZone. He does Madden, NBA 2K gaming, and he's just a cool guy aficionado. So together we ATL in Sports Zone. So I'm gonna make sure that I put my link in the chat here. So if
Yeah,
anybody
so
wants to
so go
subscribe,
ahead and say your say, man. You gotta get to them.
hey man, y'all do a country boy a favor and subscribe, man. Subscribe to Big Low Country Sports.
Yes, sir. And like you said, subscribe to Terry Artist 404. My link is in the chat right now. I just put it up right now. So y'all ain't got no excuse. Go ahead and help your boy get to that 400. I'm at 377. I'm almost there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So let's get back to what we was about to talk about, Lo. This
Man, I'm
game,
sorry, bro.
this
I'm sorry. I
season versus
apologize.
the Aints. This game. What's happening? What you thought
Ah,
about?
man, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, bro. Uh, for the first time in a long time, it's been a situation where I wasn't worried about the defense. I wasn't worried about the defense. Besides those 2 long plays that we let go, I'm pretty happy about the way the defense showed up. Um, we should have won the game if our offense would have played up to their capabilities. Unfortunately, they just didn't do it on Sunday. I mean, after we're down by 12 points halfway through the fourth quarter, that's whenever we say, "Okay, guys, let's run some no huddle." Now we haven't been able to score touchdowns the whole game, and then whenever all hope is lost, then we want to run no huddle, and we still had a chance to win the game. What what in the world, Bo? I mean, if you could, I mean, and this is just me thinking as a coach myself. It's like, look, if our offense is stagnant, if our offense is slow as pond water, and for everybody out there that don't understand that, whenever I say something is slow as pond water, that means that it's just slow. That means it ain't going nowhere. So whenever our offense is slow as pond water, I mean, the reasonable explanation would be to even if you don't got the plays in your playbook to change things up, just hey man, let's run some no huddle every other series, no huddle. Let's get these guys moving. Let's get these guys going. If we get a couple of first downs, at least we can build some confidence ourselves. And that just didn't happen on Sunday until the game was lost.
Ah man. So my feelings about this game, I'm gonna break it down like this. Uh the Falcons is always first to do something bad. Taysom Hill got his first I guess it was his first start against us, right?
Yeah.
The first time. He got his first passing touchdown versus us on Sunday. We was the first team to probably blow a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. We were the first team to not recover an onside kick that we had to wait 10 yards for. But hey, we are first in a lot of things, right? So I'm gonna break it down like this, man. This is something new, fresh to the Atlanta Falcons nation. We want to bring something fresh and new. And I'ma just say that these boys right here just hold on, try to find it here. My bad, folks, my bad. Where it at? You go ahead while I find it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. Taysom Hill, he got his first start against us. He's out here throwing touchdowns like he's Steve Young, getting his first touchdowns thrown against us. And look, the fact of the matter is that for everybody who felt like us playing against Taysom Hill was going to be a pass, I told y'all this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that look, we don't have that much film on them. And this is basically the same exact situation that they had with Colin Kaepernick when they didn't have no film on him. You got a guy that can halfway throw the ball, that's big and strong and can run. I mean, he's going to make some plays. He's going to make some plays. I mean, and that's what happened when he broke contain and ran that 43-yard run down the sideline. Like as a coach, I was just cringing because I'm like, so nobody was containing. But after he got out there, it was. I mean, it was just off to the races after that. I just hate to see somebody running and ain't nobody coming into the screen. I mean, I just all I see is somebody running and just green grass. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off, man. But I mean,
I
that's just
understand,
what
I understand, I understand, man. And what I was going to say is that these folks just can't get right. I had to go dig and find for this, man. I saw it earlier. I thought I put it on here. That's my bad. That's my bad, folks. These folks just can't get right. And what I mean by just can't get right is they just can't get right. Like how do you sit up here and let a fullback beat you, man? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? Explain to me. Explain to me, Lo. How do you do that? What
I
is your
mean,
feelings of what is your feelings about a fullback beating us?
look, man, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it was a bad thing that Taysom Hill just happened to play fullback, tight end, water boy, uh, concession stand operator, and every other position in the stadium. I'm not gonna sit up here and knock it. Fact of the matter is, the boy could throw the ball. He could throw the ball and he could run. At the end of the day, every high school game that you go to, that's what your quarterbacks are, and that's what I mean. He might not be the prototypical quarterback, but look, under Sean Payton's tutelage, it's one of those situations where he could be successful, and that's what he did, man. I ain't even knocking.
Man, look here. Taysom Hill. Every time that he played the Falcons, he's looking like this at our defense. he just want it because he know we were just gullible. He know we soft like that. Let's just be honest. He know that we just soft like that. So that's why I think that Taysom Hill was just like, I'm gonna be eating turkeys all the time versus the Falcons.
Man,
Let's get
tell me why.
serious.
Tell me why.
Huh?
Tell me why. After the game, Mama Country came calling me, talk about, "Hey, Big Low, did you watch that game?" I said, yes, ma'am. I said, yes, ma'am. I did watch it, Mama. She said, well, look, why them boys out there looking like syrup sandwiches? I said, Mama, what you talking about? She said, Low, them boys out there looking soft and sweet out there. They looking, I ain't trying to play no ball. I said, no, Mama, don't be talking about them boys like that.
And Wallace Smith said, film or no film, you can't play zone defense around the goal line because it's a bad defense to go in. What you think about that, Coach?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. It's like, well, you know what? I'm not going to say that because whenever you got a quarterback that's not as experienced, uh, me myself, I say, well, look, let's run zone coverage against them first. We run that zone coverage against him. If he beats that, no, so now we know that he's smart. So let's try to let's make some man up in there and let's see if he can make those throws now. So if we run that zone coverage and he's smart enough to throw, find the right zones to throw into and everything. Now I'm gonna let him burn me 2 or 3 times. Like you got to show me, you know what I'm saying? And then moving forward, if it's one of those cases where he's eating that zone up, then I want to go to man coverage. I want you to show me that you have the arm tackle.
Right, man. I mean, I think Wallace Smith is absolutely correct on this in a way because I think you would need to go more man in a situation like that because you are closer to the goal line. It ain't that much room to go. But in certain situations, sometimes you have to go zone. I get it, but you gotta prepare for the run first. You feel me? That's
Yeah,
how
I
that's how
don't.
I'm making think about it.
Yeah, I don't like man coverage near the goal line because all it takes is a quick double move, inside outside they open. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that zone coverage. That close to that goal line, those red zone situations.
Anthony Wright says, look at the film on Julio Jones' fourth down play. He jumped and tipped the foot of the ball with his right hand while his left hand was being held by the ancient defensive back. By the way, that's a penalty. Hey, man. I mean, yeah, it is. But it just seems like no matter where we play New Orleans, they always get that call. But we did get a lot of calls that game too. But you're right, that call should have been it should have been called, especially in the moment of the game like that. But hold on, you talking about the Hail Mary, right? You talking about the Hail Mary, right?
Hail
That
Mary.
that wasn't supposed to be called because you got a chance to go for two plays, meaning that you can do a good play to go outside and then throw it some more to the end zone. But you're right about that. That was a penalty. What you think about that, Coach?
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely. I mean, I look, man. There's a penalty on every play. So I mean, yeah, they were holding his arm. I mean, but I can't. I can't sit here and be like, I'm not gonna sit here and just gripe and be like, that was a penalty, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's football. Like I mean, the other man's trying to keep you from doing what you're trying to do. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and gripe about that because Julio he had just as much as an opportunity to give him some alligator arms to kind of push him off a little bit so he could get open. So, like both guys had their opportunity. He just didn't catch it.
Did you say alligator arms, brother?
Yeah, because you can't fully extend, but if you just give him that little uh, get up off me kind of thing, and then go up, that's completely different. I used to tell my guys give them that little quick push, but if it's fully extend, yeah, you finna get a flag all day.
And Asia Green says we need to rebuild next year. Yes, we do, but we don't have a lot of space to rebuild, like money wise. That's the messed up part of things. I would feel way more confident. I mean, of course, around April next year, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm ready for some Falcons football. Yeah, I want to see the change and everything, but we don't have a lot of money to change. So we're gonna have to do some cutting. We might potentially get a little bit worse before we get better. We don't know. So what you think about that, Lo? What you think about Miss
I
Asia Green?
I I disagree. I don't think we need to rebuild. I think the, my analogy for this situation is like a car. If you have a car with a dirty windshield or a cracked windshield, we're not just going to be like, well, let's just rebuild this whole car.
Right.
I feel like it's one of those cases where, um, we need to just fix the windshield. We need to just fix the things that are messed up. Our vision is blocked right now because the culture that Dan Quinn created. So instead of
Correct.
just rebuilding everything, I mean, because multiple people they said, look, the Falcons are the best 4-8 team that I've ever seen. You see what I'm saying? John Gruden said that, and I've heard other people say that. So I mean, it's kind of like my homeboy Anthony Wright here said. It's like we're not rebuilding, we're just reloading. You know. We just putting another clip in. You know.
Yeah, I don't think we are necessarily in like the rebuild mode because we still got the talent all around. We need to rebuild the coaching though. If you're talking about the coaching, then yeah, rebuild all that. Yeah, we need that. But as far as players wise, I don't think so. Uh, Lord, the Falcons will place third in the division until they cut Matty Saltwater. Really? Really? That's all you had to come up with? Really? Matty Saltwater?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. We forgot to tell everybody, Tone, too. Y'all make sure whoever gives us the funniest comment, we're gonna try to shout it out at the end of the show. I got a notebook here. If y'all give me some funny comments, I'll make sure to write them down. At the end of the show, we'll try to make sure that we give them a shout out.
So yeah, we'll give y'all a shout out on who is the MVP in this comment section. So let it rip, let it rip, let it come. Jarvis Williams said Bigelow Antonio opened up the live video chats for the fans. You know what? We actually have been doing that. We're gonna figure out a Saturday. Y'all gonna have to email us. We're gonna let y'all know beforehand. Y'all can email us, showing that y'all subscribe, snapshot, and go ahead and send that to us at ATLiensSportsZone.com so you can have your chance to get into the live stream and come talk and chop it with us. We did it before, but we appreciate the suggestion. Anthony Wright says we would draft a stud running back with our second round pick, Najee Harris out of Alabama, built by Bama, and
Paid by Bama.
and spend the rest
Paid
of the
by
draft
Bama.
on defense. Pick up a free agent or for the O line. I'm gonna let you go, man. What you think about that boy? Paid, not built by Bama. He's built.
I'm sorry. You said paid by Bama, right?
Built.
I mean, look, man. I like Najee Harris. I mean, let me ask you this: Do you think he's worth spending the second round pick on?
um, I think he should go in the first round, to be honest. But not many running backs going to the first round. We all know that nowadays. So I mean, I would think so because we need that definite running back because Ty Gurley might not be here.
Oh, he gone. He gone. He gone. Ty Gurley done
And
he probably put his house up for sale. Ain't no telling.
hey man, the Migos trying to talk him out of it.
Man, them
But
boys
what
don't
you
know nothing
what you
about no
what you think
football.
about that though? What you think about Anthony Wright's statement?
I mean, yeah, yeah, I definitely think he's a first round kind of talent. I just don't like taking running backs in the first round, those early rounds like that. I mean, because there's just so many of them nowadays.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Us in Alabama, we've hit and miss on running backs as well. Like Trent Richardson, that was a big miss. But Derrick Henry is a monster right now. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a half and half thing. Speed Falcons for life says first round pick Patrick Surtain. What you? I'm a. I'm a. Hey, what you think about Patrick Surtain, man?
I think he a beast. I think he a beast. I think he put gunpowder in his grits when he eat breakfast in the morning. He
You
a
think
bad
he's a
man, bro.
So you think he's that perfect complementary to AJ Terrell on the opposite side potentially?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I wanted. I wanted another cornerback on that other side because I mean that's something that you need. You need those guys like that to
And Miss
they don't come often.
Marshall Thornton said the Falcons need to use their weapons. So you know what? We're gonna have to send a message to Dirk Cutter, or we're gonna have to send a message to Arthur Blank. Like, look, what you waiting on, bro? What you
So,
waiting on? And Anthony Wright said he wants to DE in the first round. How you feel about that?
I guess it depends on where we're gonna be drafting in the first round. So I mean, if we're drafting top five. It's one of those situations where I mean, I don't know. As a coach, it pisses me off to think about that. There's still football left to be played. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I could definitely see a top notch D. I want a defensive end. I'm getting tired of these little guys though. I want somebody, 265 up to 280. Somebody who could set the edge. Oh my God.
You
I
want
mean,
some
Stephen
country
Minky.
boys.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I want some of them old tire flipping country boys, man.
And I seen a comment right here by Devon Stanford. Santana Terrell would be a problem, him or Fairley from Virginia Tech. Oh,
Virginia.
hey, yeah, I'm gonna speak on Patrick Sertan. You speak on your boy since we, fans of those teams. Patrick Sertan, I think he would be an absolute monster. And I think that would might just be a good way to go because there's so many DEs and D tackles in this draft. So we might can be able to find somebody in the fourth, fifth round at DE that might come out and shine. So why not take a chance on Patrick Sertan? So what about Fairley from Virginia Tech, man? What's happening with him?
Hey, man. Fairley is one of those guys who, he's a baller. I might have some bias towards him because, I've been a Virginia Tech fan for a long time. Tech, Hokies, all day. Y'all already know what time it is. But yeah, man. I mean, he's a baller. He's a baller. I think him and Sertan, those are two of the top. Those are two of the top guys in this draft that's coming up this year. And I'm sorry, y'all, but my wife, she thinks she's a defensive line coach, and her favorite slogan is "set the edge." I don't know. That's all she says. So I'm sorry. I had to make sure I put that on there.
Wallace Smith said it's over with Dirk Cutter calling plays for the rest of the season because it's not going to get any better. You know what? Do y'all think he did this on purpose? Or do y'all think he just that stubborn? I wouldn't really know. I want to really know because if I know something ain't working and it ain't been working my whole entire existence, first of all, why you have a job, NFL? And then second of all, when you switch it up, wouldn't you to try to stay in the game or start to stay on top of your opponent or get up there? What you think about that? What you think about what I just said, hello, man?
It's
'Cause
all pride, man.
he can get a mouthful from me, bro. He can meet me outside. How about that?
It's
Go
all
ahead,
pride,
hello.
man. It's all pride. That's all it is. That man, for some reason, he thinks he's the smartest man in the room, and he just. And I told y'all, whenever Dirk Cutter calls his plays, well, before Matt Ryan runs out to the field, he always calls Matt over and he says this right here.
We're going to throw 3 straight passes.
Oh man. And you know what? I got something to get on top of that. I have something to get on top of that situation right there. Like I said in my live the other day that I did, we gonna have to get together, put our pennies together to get him this coaching football for dummies because he don't know what he doing out there. So maybe this book can give him some answers. You feel me? But we're gonna go ahead and hop right on into the next topic here. The next topic is I'm gonna let you write off on this one first. How you feel about the owner? Do you think he should sell the team? Do you think he know what he's doing? Do you think enough is enough? What?
Man, first of all, my first question would be in this situation is whether whenever we try to figure out if Arthur Blank should sell the team or not, like we look, Tom. So we gotta make sure that we keep the most important things important, right? You agree with me, right?
I agree.
and Falcons fans, y'all agree with me too, right? Y'all, we want to make sure that we keep all the most all the important things important. So whenever I
Right.
think about, whenever someone asks me if Arthur Blank should sell the team, the first question that I ask is, are we still gonna get the $3 chicken tenders? Are we still gonna get those $3 chicken tenders and the $2 hot dogs? Because that's my first question.
Probably not. Probably not, because you're gonna get a new owner in here. He gonna jack everything up, man. But get
Man,
down to it, man. Let us know
man.
how you really feel about this, man. Cause we getting some comments in here. So go ahead.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think Arthur Blank should sell the team. Uh, ever since he's taken over, because I'm a numbers guy. Ever since he's taken over the team's revenue, and this is not just because the NFL's revenue was raised, but the Falcons' revenue was raised substantially ever since he's taken over.
Oh
The
yeah.
value of the team, he brought a new stadium to Atlanta. He's brought so many jobs to Atlanta. He's one of the most forward-thinking owners in the NFL. Whenever we just had this civil rights revolution over the summer, he was very vocal, showed his support to the African American community. Um,
Yeah.
so just because Dan Quinn doesn't know how to make decisions and teach guys to jump on the ball whenever they kick an onside kick, I don't think that means that Arthur Blank should sell the team. I think Arthur Blank should be the owner for as long as he sees fit. Myself.
In my case, yeah. I mean, not yeah till he sell the team. I think he should stay because I'm not too sure about the Smith brothers that we had. You know more about them than I do. Our previous owners, but I heard they were pretty bad. So
Yeah, they was
this is
terrible.
the only really owner that I remember the most. I became a fan when I was young, but what I remember the most is him, and he's did a great job for the city of Atlanta, supporting you know everything around it. And but he need to get his ish together though. I can tell you that he need to really dig deep and hire the best GM that he can, the best head coach that he can, the best offensive coordinator that he can, the best defensive coordinator. But I know the coach once he hired the GM goes for the coach, and the coach bring in who he want to bring in. So I believe no, I believe he should really just stay as he sees it being healthy, man. I'm pretty sure if he sells the team, it's gonna be to like a nephew or something, bro. He ain't gonna go outside the family. But Speed for Life said yes. Arthur Blank needs to sell the team. He hired trash coaches and Mike Smith and Dan Quinn and coaches and brought back Dirk Cutter. What do you think about that comment?
Let me ask you something. I bet you would love to see Mike Smith on the sideline right now. That was the pose.
Am I turning red, y'all? No, I'm too dark.
Nah, you ain't turning red, bro.
Let's just see. Uh, what Wallace Smith said, why should Mr. Blank sell the team? Because you still have to get the talent and the right coaches to coach the team because you can get a new owner and still be bad. That's absolutely correct. What you think about that?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I mean, I just don't see any sense in it. Arthur Blank's a billionaire, so it's like he's a, he's a, he's obviously he's one of those guys who are one of the smartest men in the room, and just because, like I said, because he hired someone who ran two passing plays at the end of the Super Bowl, and because Devontae Freeman didn't pick up the block,
Hey,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
think
wait a minute. Go ahead and say it. Don't block.
get it,
Don't block.
get it, don't block, get it, don't block.
But that's how you
But
feel
yeah,
about that,
man.
man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think Arthur. I don't even see why people even asking that question. The man
Hey, man.
brought you a new stadium. The man is giving you a very entertaining team. You know, he gives us cheap food, which is my favorite part. And then the fact of the matter is that, like, I mean, because I'm a season ticket holder, so it's like all of the benefits that he gives, like the PSL holders and the season ticket holders. He
You a season
because
ticket holder, man?
yeah,
Man, you rich. I can't afford that. see, the Georgia Dome, I used to be kind of, in the nosebleed sections. Now I can't even get in the building. But GGG said it depends on who he sells it to. What if the new owner moves the franchise out of Georgia? Who? Yeah, man. I think I would have a very hard time for that. I wouldn't want to root for another city to have our players, because if they mess around and go win a Super Bowl, then Atlanta is just cursed. That'll be the ultimate time you can say Atlanta is cursed. Would you be afraid that the new owner, or whoever, whatever the case may be, do you think he would actually think of, let me take this team out of Georgia?
I mean, I don't think he would be considering it in the near future because we just got this stadium, you know. So I think if he did consider it, it might be like 20 years down the road or something.
I ain't even gonna lie, I'd be hurt. I'd be devastated, man. I'd be devastated. We're gonna get into one more comment here. I think we answered this before, but we can answer it again. G, do you think Raheem will be the head coach next year? Nope. Nope. I was on the Raheem train. I was like, yeah, we playing better. Yeah, we doing better. Let's go. And then Detroit happened. Then I'm like, all right, that's all right. And then the 2 games versus the Saints happened. And then he threw Matt Ryan under the bus. That was a wrap for me. Throwing the players under the bus like that. At least Dan Quinn never said that. What you think about that, Lo?
Get him out of here. That's what I think about that. Get him out of here.
And we're going to get into this one right here. Speed Falcons for life. Do you think we should tank? To make sure we're in the top 10? I'm about to answer your question right here, boss. Because actually the next one is, should we tank the season? You see how that played right in hand? It played right in hand. That comment came right in time, didn't it, man?
Right in time. Some people, like DJ said, some people call it luck. We call it perfect timing.
And we just want to say that we appreciate y'all watching. You're watching the A, the T, the I, the E, the N, the S Sports Zone. Hold up, Sports Zone. Appreciate it. And what you're saying, man, they can be anywhere. Say it again.
Hey, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. So thank y'all so much for chilling out with a country boy and a city boy, man. We really appreciate it.
Hit that subscribe button on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Hit that subscribe button on for my link is in the chat. His link in the chat too. Go help who out?
Go help a country boy out, man. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell y'all what in the world, because the fact of the matter is on Friday night we're doing Friday night film study. So y'all make sure that y'all come on, chill out with us, and you can sit down. Look, y'all actually gonna be in the film room with the coach. Y'all gonna be in the coach's room with the Coach Biglowkuntry. So y'all make sure that y'all check it out. And I forgot, I'm also putting my link in the description here so y'all can check out some more film study in the future, okay?
Yes, sir. So do you think the Falcons should tank?
I think it may be one of those situations where we may not have a choice.
You think so? Explain. Elaborate.
I feel like we might not have to try to lose these games. We might just lose.
hey, man. and I'm gonna say this. This is when the Falcons gonna win. Watch.
Yeah, it never fails.
But why do you say that? Who we got coming up? We got the Chargers. They ain't a pushover. Then we have the Bucks twice, and if I can't forget it, we got Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah. And to the Chargers fan that was in this chat with us, don't forget to hit us up at ATLiensSportsZone@gmail.com. So that's all you got to say about the tank of the season. Get
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
detail about it, Lo.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that to get a top 10 pick or a top 5 pick, I don't think we're gonna have to tank. I think if we go out and play ball the same way we've been playing ball these last 12 weeks, it might just happen. So like nah, like and we all know the kind of team that or the kind of organization that the Falcons are. Like Arthur Blank, he's one of those, he's a quality guy. So he's gonna say, look, y'all ain't finna do nothing halfway. Y'all finna play ball the same way that y'all play ball whenever we had hopes of winning at the beginning of the season. So
The 0 and 5ers.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I think I'm gonna have to piggyback and go right with you, Lo. I just don't think that. I don't think they're gonna go in like, oh, we should tank. But with the teams we playing, we might only win one. Like Speed Falcons for Life right here said, we are gonna beat the Chargers and lose to the Bucks twice and the Chiefs, 5-11 season. Do you think that's how it's gonna play out, Lo?
I I don't think we're gonna beat the Chargers. I don't think we're gonna beat the Chargers. I think I think we're gonna lose to the Chiefs and beat the Bucks once. But I don't think we're gonna beat the Chargers.
So wait, hold on. We're gonna get into that later on. And I think I agree with Speed Falcons for life. I think our best chance to win is versus the Chargers. That's just how I feel, man, because the Bucks is pretty tough too. Even though we know that we can hang with them, but the dirt cutter will happen. The dirt cutter moment will happen, man. So my thing is about it, man. They're all pros, right, y'all? They're all pros.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna have that mentality that we should just tank this season. But the way they've been playing, it's like they've been thinking about tanking the whole time. So I was just like, y'all might as well continue to play the way y'all been playing and don't change nothing. Just don't change nothing. Get out this season. I'm so tired of this season. You know what? 2020, the whole COVID thing is exactly how this season, the Falcons season is COVID. Put it like that. It's just all bad and messed up right now. But we looking for 2021 to be bigger and better. Ain't we right, Lo?
Oh yeah. Every year we're gonna try to be. Every year we're gonna try to bring it. We bring it to your front door every year. So like this year
And
it ain't. But look, next year we're gonna try to do it big, man.
what's up, Fred Moore Jr.? What's going on? ATL and his piece up 8 times down. You already know what it is, man. Oh
No, Freddie
yeah,
Fred.
We forgot. What's our annual thing to do? Hey man, throw them area codes in the chat, man. Where you from?
Y'all let
What
us know where
hood
y'all
you rep?
from. Y'all put
You
them
feel
area
me?
codes in the chat. We want to know where y'all from because we want to know where the love coming from. So y'all put the area codes in the chat, man. Y'all already know. Y'all know what the tradition is. Y'all already know.
They already know. Hey, but Anthony Wright says Julio Jones is 229 yards away. Yards from another 1,000 season. Kevin really is 95 yards away from his first 1,000-yard season. Shoot, you think they gonna get it?
Oh
You think
yeah,
they both
man.
gonna
Oh yeah.
grab it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They gonna get it. Julio tried to be one of the best to ever do it. So we all know how competitive Julio is, and I'm sure Julio's like, well, I gotta get another 1,000 yard season. So,
He at
you
least
know what
want
I'm
that
saying?
in his
Like,
tenure, right?
yeah, like, come on, like, we all know. I mean, if it was me, that's what I would be thinking. I'd be like, look, y'all, we might not lose. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this G on them right quick. I already know.
Joshua Johnson said, I think y'all would get into a shootout with the Chiefs. Defense can be suspect at times. What you think about that, Coach? Then I'm gonna elaborate on that.
Uh, Joshua, I think I think we have the potential to go into a shootout with the Chiefs. but it depends on what type of play calling we're going to be doing offensively. If we get stagnant and if we start running this pond water offense like we've been running like these last few weeks, we're not. It's not going to be no shootout. It's not going to be no shootout. Like we'll put up a good fight on offense. I mean on defense, and we'll try to slow them down, and we'll put up seven. We'll put up 18, 19 points. Because Cool's going to be kicking so many field goals, his leg's going to fall off. But and then it's like Matt might throw a touchdown, but we're gonna keep getting into that red zone and not putting up points. Next thing you know, oh man, we left 16 points on the board because Cool kicked 4 field goals.
Oh man, I don't think we're gonna get into a shootout with the Chiefs, bro, because of DK. No, I'm not talking about Donkey Kong. Not way back then, not Donkey Kong, but I'm talking about I'm talking about Dirt Cutter, man. I don't think so, man. I just lost all faith in him, man. And Michael Walker says, speaking about free agency, should we draft or go after Earl Thomas for 2 years despite attitude and the youngest can learn from him? What do you think about that, Coach? Because you've been in the locker room, Coach.
What they gonna learn how to fight from him?
They need it.
Man,
not the fighting portion, but the toughness. But go ahead, man. I'm just joking, y'all.
man, I ain't finna learn how to look. Earl Thomas, he's not on the team right now for a reason. All these NFL teams, to a certain extent, they don't even care. Like to a certain extent, they don't care what you're doing. Like Greg Hardy was out here tying people up, and he was still getting signed by the Cowboys. Kareem Hunt was over here kicking women, and he was getting signed by the Browns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Antonio Brown, like throwing packages out of the delivery truck. You know what I'm saying? So like the NFL, these guys don't even care, man. Earl Thomas isn't on a roster for a reason. There's a reason he's not on the roster.
And Ray Rice probably somewhere like, what do I mean? William Amy says we need Greg Knapp. What you think about that, Coach?
I mean, yeah. And you know what? Like, whenever everybody like always talks about like, we need this guy and we need that guy. As far as coaching, I'm one of those people who I believe that like I got to sit down and talk with them. Like I want to sit down. Like we could look and see. Like we could look at Eric Bieniemy's offense in Kansas City and say, oh man, they're just throwing bombs and they're putting up 40 points a game. But it's like I always say, football is just like life. It all depends on the circumstances to determine what you are and what you have the potential to do. Now, so whenever it's one of those situations where, oh yeah, we need to get Greg Knapp. Like we don't know what Greg Knapp's philosophy is. He could be a jerk and say, well, look, we've been to those 3 straight passes. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know. So
I don't believe we need Greg Knapp either. I just want anybody that can make this offense percolate. That's it. I don't care. You can be from the bluff. If you can call better plays than Dirt Cutter, come on, because you got a chance. Eric Snow, where you at? Snow, come on. Give a brother a chance, man. But Devon Stanford, which made me laugh right here, said we give on our Thomas, he can stay where Jesus need him at. Greg Knapp is our quarterback coach, or what is Greg position with the Falcons? Quarterback coach, right?
Yeah. He was a quarterback coach for a while, and and I'm sorry, y'all. I know that we got to make sure. I appreciate everybody for putting those area codes in there.
Let's go ahead and get to some of those, man. Well, we got time. We can get to some of those.
So we got a 504 guy in here, Mr. JTL 1975. Thanks for watching. I have
William Amy 912 in the building.
912 Asia Green from Lawrenceville.
Lawrenceville, what's happening? Then you got Devon Stanford from Forsyth.
Forsyth, Georgia.
In the middle.
We got
You got
Mr. Brian Peoples here from South Carolina, Lamar, South Carolina. That's Lamar. We just say Lamar in the South.
and somebody spelled it out perfectly. The 4-0-4. You dig
Pretty Fred.
that? And what's up,
Wallace Smith.
Ezekiel
I got
King?
Wallace Smith from Statesboro,
Oh,
Georgia. Gatter. Y'all
Statesboro.
already know what time it is. Georgia Southern. Y'all already know. Gatter.
And then we got Ezekiel King. He didn't put in the air cover. What's up? What's happening, man? If you still watching, man.
What's good,
Yeah, so we
G?
can get into one more. Do you find anybody
Iceman
else?
Ness.
Did we get most of them?
It's Iceman Ness from the 315. Trey 15.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah,
I want to shout out to uh that fan that was from Statesboro. There was a famous
yeah.
coach who he's near and dear to everybody's hearts. His name is Ert Russell, Mr. Wallace
Mhm.
Smith. Ert Russell. He said that look, guys, if you say your prayers, you treat people nice, you say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. When you die, you might go to Statesboro, Georgia.
Cause that's heaven, huh? So now we're gonna get right into it, man. What is y'all's predictions on the game versus the Chargers? Low, let them know.
Look, man, I think it's going to be one of those situations where I, I think it depends on what we decide to do. If we decide to let Matt run some no huddle, um, because the fact of the matter is, I know Dirk Cutter knows that his name is trending on Twitter on Sundays, on Sunday afternoon after 4 o'clock. I know that he knows that his name is trending. Like he could try to block out all that noise as much as he wants to. The fact of the matter is that either Dirk Cutter is going to use this opportunity to grow, or he's going to use this opportunity to be stubborn and stay stuck in his ways. Now, if he stays stuck in his ways, Justin Herbert over there, that boy's the real deal. That's the future of the NFL. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Justin Herbert's the truth. So if those boys put up 25 points or more, it's over. We ain't gonna be able to do it if Dirk Cutter's doing the same thing he's been doing. Now, if not, if we could think outside the box and open our minds, we might be able to get this W.
We're gonna get into these comments real quick, then I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about it. Asia Green says 26-17 ATL. All right, all right. Ice Finesse says I think Justin Herbert will have to have his best game of the season because we all know we make quarterbacks look like all pros. That's the thing about it, man. I think even if we was on our best, he would still do pretty well. I just think he's a good quarterback. So I
Yeah,
don't think he's one of those quarterbacks that we should be ashamed of. If he goes off, we're like, well, just another one.
another one.
Andrew G says Falcons beat Chargers 28-21. Okay. And Anthony Wright said, I like Justin Herbert. He is a beast. He is, man. And I think I realized that the game that they played in New Orleans, I said, oh my God, he got an arm on him with touch.
Yeah, he can sling it. He can
For
sling
real,
it.
for real. And Devon Stanford says, let's see, right here. We need to get Herbert. We need to get to Herbert early and rattle him, hit him some more. That's the only way. That's the only way. So now I'm going to get into my score prediction. Um, I'm going to say 21-28. The Falcons win.
Mm.
21-28. And I'm not so sold on their defense, but I do know it's going to be a close game through and through because Justin Herbert. That's what I'm worried about right there, the quarterback, man. So explain to me why you thought the Chargers would beat us, Lo.
It's all about what our offense does, man.
Wait a minute. Brian People said 21-23. Cool game winner. MVP cool. But go ahead, man.
Hey, man, that boy, you know what? Cool. He's cuckoo for cocoa puff.
And I think it's a shame. Wait a minute, Yuzuki Knight said, "Salute guys, what's up? What's happening, man? We gotta
Suki,
always show love to you, cause you be up on everybody videos, man. We'll never miss out on a chance to shout you out. There you go.
much love, bro. Much
But
love.
I mean, I got a twist to this too. How do you feel that our kicker has scored more than our offense in the last couple of weeks? Is it a good thing that our kicker is making so many points the way he breaking records, but then the offense is not doing its job?
They should be
Go
ashamed of
ahead,
themselves.
Lo. Come with the coach's perspective, man.
They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves because basically, you know what that's saying? That's saying that you're moving the ball, but but the reason that Dirk Cutter's getting paid and is staying in that house that has that has the homeowners association on the cul-de-sac somewhere out there in Hall County, what he gets paid to do, he's not doing it. Offensive coordinators make their money in those red zones. Almost anybody could coach a team up if you have that talent to get from the 20 to the 20. But whenever you get past that 20-yard line, that's whenever you know what I'm saying, that's whenever that creative offensive mind comes into play. And I mean, Dirk Cutter's just not doing it. Or he's just
Dirk
not
Cutter
doing
is allergic to that. He's allergic to that. I think he actually got a medical record for that, man. If I can find that, I'm gonna look that up, man. For real, for real. And because Dirk Cutter will wake up Friday morning screaming from his bed because he pulls back the covers, there will be a cut from off a horse head lying next to him. Your life is being threatened.
it.
We're gonna get into another comment here. I thought I saw something. There you go, Brian. People with OC fault. Play calling in the red zone is horrible. Is our
Right,
play
Brian.
calling in the red zone horrible, Coach Low?
Yes, I completely agree. That's why I that's why Cool's killing it right now. My homeboy Ice Finesse said that be proud that we have a good kicker because uh we could have a kicker that's struggling and be missing a lot of kicks. Fact of the matter is, Ice is that uh, the reason why he's doing so good is that he's getting all this practice. he's getting he's getting all this on the job training, kicking in the game all the time. They're like, oh man, Cool is just killing it on field goals 50 yards or more. I wonder why, coach.
And you know what's crazy, man? I have a video on that on Atlanta Falcons Nation. Go check it out. This was weeks before. I'm excited to see what his stats are now. So it just it's crazy because you want to applaud your kicker. That is the most crazy situation. You want to applaud your kicker, but then you looking at Matt Ryan and Julio and Dirk Cutter over there like, what are y'all doing? You should be a doggone shame of yourself. Then we're gonna get into another comment here. Let's see. Andrew G said no kicker should not be leading scores for a team. It means you can move the ball fine, but can't get into the end zone, which is a problem, major problem. Major problem. You know what my problem is with this offense, man?
What's that, bro?
Years we've had a good to almost a great offense, and we ain't have no type of defense nowhere near. Then we were like, man, if the defense could actually play, we could beat something. Yeah. And then, like in 2017, the defense was in top 10, but the offense struggled in spurts. And then
Yeah.
now, defense gets it together just a little bit, and the offense is nowhere to be found, bro. We can't never have everything clicking at the right time. Because even in 2016, we just got hot at the right time. Because remember,
Yep.
Tampa was on our butt.
Yep.
They was like,
I
it was
remember.
tied up until they started losing at the end. And our defense wasn't even the best then. It was that offense. Matt Ryan, them, they were spurring us on. But it's just crazy, man. How we always have flip flop and we never have a special team, bro. Never, never. I think the last consistent one that we had was Allen Rossum. Yeah, we had Devin Hester, but that was a short lived. Allen Rossum was the last real return man, for years that we had. So we're gonna get
Yeah.
into our favorite segment, which is dedicated to y'all, Atlanta Falcons Q&A fans. What's up? What's up? What's up? And don't forget, man, hit us up in this email if you want a chance. Right here, here it goes, ATLiensSportsZone at gmail.com. If you want a chance to hit a Saturday show with us at night and get some ish off your chest, man. So there goes the email right there. So let's get into these comments, man. What you got, Lo? What comment you got?
Man, let's see here, man. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, so Mr. Ice Finesse says that we can never get all three phases on the same page. We're always a one-sided team. I think he was agreeing with you in that particular case, Tone. And I mean, I agree with you, bro. It's like, no, I just want to see a balanced team. I want to be able to go into a game and be able to score 24 points and win. We could score those 24, and we could also keep them under 24 at the same time.
All right. Anthony Wright said, Big Low Country, this question is for you. I like these marquee matchups. DE Joey Bosa versus right tackle Caleb McGregor and DE Melvin Ingram versus left tackle Jake Matthews. Low, who wins these marquee matchups? They are marquee. That is a good point. Oh my God. Question is for
Yeah.
you though, boss. What you think? Who wins?
Well, it's like Caleb McGarry. He's showing a lot of improvement. But thing is that he hasn't gotten to the point where he's consistent yet. So I think that Caleb McGarry is going to show. I think he's going to flash against Joey Bosa, but I also think Joey Bosa is going to get the best of him sometimes as well. Now, over there on the other side, Jake Matthews. I honestly trust Jake Matthews on that blind side with Ingram. I think that a lot of people don't like him because he's not the strongest or the fastest. I mean, because he's a zone blocking left tackle, but I mean, he holds his own. Whenever I watch him, he has great technique. His hand placement is beautiful. And he plays like he's a Matthews, and I know that sounds cliche, but I mean, I think he'll hold his own against Ingram over there.
And y'all make sure y'all keep the questions rolling. This segment is all for y'all. Can the coaching staff, if you keep anyone, it has to be Ubrich for the better defense we have seen. But he was a linebacker and played the game, and he can relate to the players in a way other coaches cannot. We've definitely seen that change. We've seen it in the second half of last season, and we've seen it since Dan Quinn has gotten fired. I think he's the only. I think he's the only coach that really has a chance to stay. I think he might be the only coach that might have the chance to stay. What you think about that, coach?
I mean, I think he may have a chance to stay, but whenever they bring this new regime in and everything, like you gotta think those other 31 teams, like they're also looking as well. So they're gonna say, "Hey, man, did y'all see how well Jeff Uber did for the Falcons?" So I think he's probably going to be gone. But whenever they bring that new regime in, they're going to bring in their own guys. At the end of the day, y'all know, man, it's a good old boy system. I love what Uber did, but I mean, you seen how Dan Quinn brought all his homeboys in when he came, and slowly got rid of all of them like the presidential cabinet. So it's just one of those situations.
And I got a question for you, Lo. I say it's a chance that the new GM don't keep him, new head coach don't keep him. Do you think he's ready for a head coaching job itself, or do you see him getting a DC job like immediately picked up?
Jeff Over,
Yeah.
no, he's not ready for a head coaching job. Like I know a lot of people are saying that on Instagram and Twitter. Do not give that man a head coaching job. He's not ready for it. he just came up from being a positional coach to being a defensive coordinator. Like let that progress slowly. Don't let that man just coach a defense for half a season and then just put him up here and be like, okay, now you're the coach, because there's more to just being a head coach than just calling plays, making sure the offense and defenses are doing what they're supposed to do. So
Right.
no, let him progress naturally. That's a disservice to him.
Right, and appreciate you, Black Girl interrupted. She said, "Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it."
Thanks, Ash.
I want to get into this comment right here from Ice Finesse. We should trade up to get. I might butcher this name, Atliens or whatever. Honestly,
Atliens.
that's how much. Okay, whatever. How much I really like him. What you think about that?
I mean, yeah, hey man, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. But um, I don't think we're at the point where we need to be trading up. You know, like 2011 where we traded up to get Julio. I don't think that we're at that point where we're just that close. We could trade up to get guys. We need every draft pick that we that we can get. So yeah, especially with the way our salary cap looks, yeah, I definitely don't think we need to really be trying to make any trade ups right now.
Nick Turner 31. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Um, Look at Matt LaFleur, QB coach, to be head coach. Um, I think so. I mean, I think I can look at it because um the way that I mean, it's just ironic that Matt Ryan best year he was the quarterback coach here, in 2016. So, and I know you can't say anything real light to Madden, but I use his Madden playbook, boy, and it is ridiculous in a good way. But him and Shannon kind of got the little bit of the same thing almost. But what you think about Matt LaFleur?
Well, one thing about a quarterback's coach is uh, a quarterback's coach is basically the a quarterback's coach is basically the lieutenant offensive coordinator. He knows everything that's going on and everything like that. And I heard a lot of people say that, you know, he's been more than capable of being an offensive coordinator for years, because he was basically the offensive coordinator when he was here. He was like offensive coordinator B. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I seen him get that job. He did. I mean, he's done a great job while he was, while he's been in Green Bay. I think he's a heck of a coach, man. He's gonna be successful for a long time.
And Brian People says, can y'all see a hard-nosed head coach like Rex Ryan coming to the ATL? You already know my feeling of it. I would like to see it just because of the attitude wise, but I don't know what he's going to bring to the offensive side. He's going to have to show me that he's going to get a good OC on the offensive side, because his resume with the Jets ain't so well with that. So, but I would welcome Rex Ryan, yeah, because of the attitude, that bravado, that swagger. He gonna have them dudes like bullies out there. What you think about that, Lo?
You know what? It's like the more and more I think about it, whenever it was first presented to us, they was talking about it like 2 months ago. I said I didn't like it, and the more I think about it, I don't like it even more. And the reason I say this is
What?
because you get these,
Wait, wait,
yeah,
wait. Why?
because uh, I feel like if we get just some random hard nosed coach like a Rex Ryan, everybody says, oh well, uh, he's not going to take any mess. It's like, look, I don't care what mess you do, what mess you take, and what mess you don't take. It's all about what these plays that you call out here. So a lot of these defensive hard nosed coaches, whenever they approach the situation, they prepare for the game and they make the decision on what they're going to do on Wednesday. Offensive coaches and defensive coaches are different. So whenever they prepare for the game and what they're going to do, and they decide, okay, so this is what we're going to do on Sunday. They decide what we're going to do on Wednesday. They go into the game. That's what they're doing. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if we're going to the game and we're being we're just being bludgeoned, they're going to say, well, look, this is the game plan and this is what we're sticking with. That's what defensive coaches do. Defensive coaches, they set up what they want to do, and that's what they'll do. Offensive coaches,
Right.
they'll say, wait a minute, they're getting the best of us. Offensive coaches try to outthink their opponent. Defensive coaches, they just say, hey, I'm hard nosed. This is what we're going to do. And while they're being hard nosed, they're getting their draws burnt off. Because that's what happened to Rex Ryan. Before he left the Jets, he never made the changes that he needed to make. Before he left the Bills, he never made the changes that he needed to make because he's like, I'm Rex Ryan and this is what I do. And that's the situation and that's the situation we're currently in right now, Falcons fans. So for everyone to be like, oh man, I just want Rex Ryan because he's not going to take any miss. I don't care about not taking any miss. I want you to be able to jump on the ball if it's an onside kick before the other team jumps on it. That's all I care about. You see what I'm saying? So look, I want a coach that can think about what the other team is doing and make adjustments in the process. That's all I'm saying. So,
I feel you on that all the way. You made some real good sense right there. I feel you on that all the way. Anthony Wright said, Terror Artist 404, this question is for you. The Chargers special team is one of the worst units in the league. 4 punts blocked, 3 returns given up for touchdowns. Will Brandon Powell have a big day? Would you know what? You kind of forced me into a situation. I can see let me get it together here. I'm going to say a punt return for a touchdown. I'm going to throw it out there. I know it's rare because we don't have a good special team. We just non-creative. But I'm going to throw it on out there, man. Punt return for a touchdown. Brandon Powell, do your job. Don't make me look bad. We're going to go to this one right here. Nick Turner 31. Man, our scouting department is lackluster at best. We need a GM that has great relationships in the league and who isn't scared to make some moves. What you think about that, Lo?
I mean, I don't really care about having relationships with these other teams. I just want somebody who could who could scout. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss out on J.J. Watt or Khalil Mack or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss out on those guys. I don't want to draft. I don't want to always have to draft the next big wide receiver. Like I just want somebody who can see the talent in that first round and continually hit on it. I don't want the Parade Jerrys. I don't want the Jamal Andersons. You see what I'm saying?
Lord. And Anthony Wright agrees with you. He says, Bigelow, that's exactly what Dan Quinn, he was stubborn like Rex Ryan and not make any adjustments. You said this guy know his football, man.
Yeah, hey, man, that's my GM, man. I tried to get him on my coaching staff. He was like, nah, you know what? I want to be the GM. So Anthony Wright, you my GM, bro. So whenever we take this Falcons position coming up in March, I'm gonna let you be my GM.
And y'all make sure y'all, hit that subscribe button for your boy Terror Artist 404. I just put the link up in there again, and we appreciate everything that y'all do for us, that y'all watch, the watch time minutes and all that. Y'all coming here every week. You could be anywhere else in the world, but where they at?
But you're here with us.
And they need to do what?
I need to do a country boy a favor and subscribe to Big Low Country, man. I'm sorry. I'm from the country, so it's spelled Kuntry. But look, man, all we do is sit around and talk about football, sit around and talk about sports, chop it up with the coach.
And you know what, man? I'm feeling generous today. Congrats, Lo, on your first 100 subscribers, man. You hit that over the weekend, man. I want to hear a congrats Coach Low for 100 subscribers. I want to see that all through the chat, man. This man hit his first 100. Y'all don't know how hard that is. Y'all don't know how hard that is. So give him some love in the live chat, man.
Man, appreciate it. Appreciate it, family. I really appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, Ice Finesse says we have passed on too many big name players in the draft, especially on defense. What's your thought?
Yeah, yeah. And that's exactly what I was saying, man. I remember when Khalil Mack was in there. I was like, look, I don't care if he came from Buffalo. You see this guy? I remember when J.J. Watt came up in the draft. I was like, look, man, why ain't we trying to get J.J. Watt? So it's like all these top notch guys. I'm getting tired of passing up, and I mean, even in the second round, I'm getting tired of getting the Sean Harlow's. Like I want to get these top notch talented guys, man, because next thing you know, we got a guy that's coming out. Yeah, get to the quarterback. Yeah, and next thing you know, he's not getting to the quarterback, getting cut by 3 teams in one season. Like I just want somebody who could pick up good football players. That's all I want.
And Ice Finesse says T.J. Watt too. Then he said, Hunter, and we could have got Antoine Whitfield.
Yep.
They pass on they look for the like sexy pick. You know what I mean? Like for instance, you remember the years that Dallas was drafting offensive linemen back to back, and everybody was just like, "Oh, what are y'all doing? You got this guy here, you got this guy here." I was sitting back like, "Bro, they about to have the best offensive line for some years to come," and that ended up happening, right?
Yep.
You can't always go for the sexy picks. You cannot always go for the sexy picks, man. You got to go for them big old country boys, them Georgia boys, those, Alabama boys, those, Texas, Florida, them big hard malls, You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you find a gem in the 6th round that nobody even talked about.
Yeah. Like a graded Jared.
And everybody saying congratulations to you. Joshua Johnson said congrats. Let's go through these shout outs, man. You have the Devon Stanford said congrats. Let's get
Appreciate it,
it.
bro.
GA says congrats, big homie. Nick
DSGB.
Turner. Nick Turner 31 said congrats, Coach Lowe. Ice Finesse said congrats. They say congrats for you reaching your first 100 subscribers. But help him get to 200. But nah, he appreciates y'all for subscribing to the
Yeah,
channel,
man.
man.
Definitely. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Much love over this way.
And Nick Turner 31 said Lamar Holmes, Macaulay Goodman, Deidre
Malachi.
Sinai, Malachi. My bad. I'm just butchering names. I'm a butcher. Call me the meat slicer. And
Man, I remember we drafted Malachi Goodman. I remember Mike Smith was like, yeah, the thing about Malachi Goodman is that, he has such big hands. His hands are so big and, he can just get guys and put them wherever he wants them to go. I was like, so we just drafted this guy in the second round because of his big hands.
yeah,
What in the world?
let's get it. GA says I would give Thomas Dimitrov credit for this. Drafting AJ Terrell was spot on. He would be a true shutdown corner as he continues to develop, but he's a lot of hit and miss. He would hit one big year and then miss on like 3-4 years. Yeah, that's the reason why he had to go. And Joshua Johnson said that the reason the Saints stay on top of the NFC South right now is because they have a good scouting department. What you think about that, Lo?
Yeah, I mean, it's true, man. Like they always hit on their drafts. They always hit on their drafts, man. And it's messed up.
And Anthony Wright said, I can't believe that offensive guard Sheen Harlow is still collecting checks with the Atlanta Falcons. He's on our practice squad and should have been released 2 years ago. He's done absolutely nothing. I didn't even think that he was on the practice squad. I thought he was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gone.
you still getting paid. You still getting paid. You living up
Boy,
there somewhere near Buford, Flowery Branch, eating at the
man.
Pizza Hut every Tuesday night or something, man.
ATM says congrats, Lo.
Appreciate the family. Hey man, all y'all, thank y'all so much for doing a country boy a favor. Big Low gonna be around for a minute, so you know what I'm saying. It's only up from here, man. We're gonna take it to the moon, take it to the stars.
And Ice Finesse said there's no true lockdown corners in today's game. Just saying what you think.
I don't know. I think I think there's some there's some pretty good lockdown corners in the league. You got guys like Gilmore and I know Patrick Peterson. He had his run for a while. He was the top guy until Julio ate his lunch, and Darrell Reeves a few years back. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, I think there's some pretty good cornerbacks. That can still lock a guy down.
And Devon Stanford says, ain't Hageman still on the squad or no?
Nah, Hagman, he's somewhere smoking
He's
weed.
gone. He over there with what's his name, the wide receiver. They keep getting in trouble for the marijuana. What's his name?
Oh,
Josh
Josh
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah, he over there chilling with him.
Yeah.
And Nick Turner 31 said, what's up with our edge and drafting them? Is it the scheme, best player available, or like the upside? What you think about that, Coach?
Man, let me tell you something, Nick Turner. Our edges be hurting like a girl that forget to wear her bonnet before she lay down and go to bed at night. That's how bad our edges look. Yeah. I don't know I don't know if you're a brother, Nick Turner, but you know, our sisters, they always wear those bonnets to make sure the edges be on point. But yeah, our edges have always struggled ever since John Abraham left. Whenever they let him go, I always said
And,
that it was one of those tough situations to deal with.
oh, I know. And Anthony Wright said the ain't secondary is straight garbage. They will get exposed in the playoffs. Just wait and see. As they were grabbing hold receivers. You know what, man? You can't tell them who that fans that because they don't believe in none of that. They think everything should be a flag on their part, but they don't believe that they hold it all. And Marshawn Lattimore is one of the worst holding cornerbacks in the league. Every game, every time, you can tell, you can see it. What you think about that comment, Lo?
Oh yeah, I mean, if y'all watch that game on Sunday, like there were a lot of times like he was trying to take people clothes off out there.
Like
Like
he prevented Ridley from a touchdown.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think he was gonna burn him.
Oh yeah. He was gone. He was gone. He should still be running right now.
Ice Vanessa says Stephon Gilmore is probably the closest to a lockdown that can guard any receiver because there's a lot of top corners that can't guard certain guys. Coach, let them know.
Oh yeah. And that's why I brought him up, man. He's probably the closest to it. But I definitely see what you're saying, Ice Finesse, because like in today's NFL, when you have all these rub routes and basically pass interference is called, well, it should be called on a lot of these plays every week, but it's not. It's real hard to lock a guy down. But if it's just a free release, my guy against your guy, oh yeah, there's still guys out there like Stephon Gilmore.
Let's see, keep the comments rolling. Joshua Johnson says, how much is the salary cap dropping off next year? You got any details on that? Any insight?
And the last I heard, they said it was like, and they don't have any definite numbers, but man, I've heard like 23 million, something like that. I heard 21 million. I heard 23 million. So a lot of people gonna have to make a lot of moves, man, moving forward. I don't know if they're gonna be restructuring deals or making some sort of situation so people could kind of get things going. But yeah, it's going to be dropping off substantially. So we're going to be in a bad situation.
And then Brian People says Sharp as an OC.
Nah, I don't know about I don't know about that, bro.
Wait a minute. Do you have your MVP comment of the night?
Nah, I don't got any MVP comment yet, man. I was peeping them out. I do want to shout out to my homeboy. Um, Let me see if I can pull him up here. Nick Turner. I think he kind of brought up a pretty funny thing when we were talking about those edges, but he said that he's Puerto Rican and black, so he kind of know what we mean.
Ah man. Then oh my God, Drew Brees as an OC. No, some players is probably just left like Kobe, like the great late Kobe said. I'm a great player, but I'll be trash as a coach. Great players
Yeah,
don't necessarily mean they'll be great coaches.
yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get to this extra point, man. Unfortunately, we are at the extra point because we love kicking it with y'all. But we are at the part of the show where you can just let it all hang out, like you at Thanksgiving and you get ready to eat and you unbuckle your belt and you just let it all hang out. Lo, what you got?
I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first, bro.
All right. So first, I just want to say appreciate for everybody watching, man. Hopefully, y'all can get that hashtag going, so they can finally rise up. Here it is, right here. Rise up or nah. Like for real, man. We gotta have some better answers than what we've been getting, man. And y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'll put my link in the chat again. I do 2K gaming. I do Madden gaming, and I talk about your favorite team. What's not like about me, and hit that subscribe button for for Atlanta Falcons Nation. And make sure y'all check out Luscious Strange. Don't leave them at My Sports. Y'all go over there to Luscious Strange and get them some views, man. Go ahead. Hello.
Yeah, man. So as usual, definitely want to let y'all know that we appreciate everybody for joining us today, man. Um, and you know, like I've been saying throughout the season, you know, it's one of those it's one of those tough seasons. But look, I noticed that for everyone who says that Falcons fans aren't a loyal fan base. Hey man, I see that everybody's still coming every week. As a matter of fact, the numbers have been going up, and I just want y'all to know that I appreciate that, man, because you know it's hard for know, just imagine how tough it would be on us to try to, come out and put these shows out here, and nobody's coming out. So I want to. This right here is for the fans. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I do want to shout out somebody who made a joke during the show. My homeboy Chef. He said that he's just here to celebrate our pain. So,
and
uh, I'm assuming that he's a Saints fan.
and Tad Falcon said, "What playbook do you use in Madden 21 that Terry artist, not Dirk Cutter?" I go in between like Kyle Shanahan. I go in between like Matt LaFleur. And those are two that I really use. But I do experiment with like all the different playbooks and stuff. But most likely Kyle Shanahan and Matt LaFleur on the offensive side and defensive side. I go with Mike Vrabel. Either like Tennessee, or I would go any type of like 3-4. Cause I like running the 3-4 with this team. And Chicago playbook do pretty well too. But go ahead, Lo. That's all you had.
Yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad, my
appreciate.
bad. But Anthony Wright did say, "Bit low country. Congratulations on reaching your first of many goals, my dude."
Hey, appreciate it, Anthony. Right, I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for the support. And that's what I was saying. I remember now. I was just I just want to let all the fans know. Thank y'all so much for supporting us every week. Y'all make sure that y'all come on Friday night. We're doing Friday night film study. So y'all won't let y'all in the coach's room. Be doing this film study live. So if y'all have any questions, y'all go ahead and make sure that you write them down. And if you want any film study in the meantime, make sure that you go over to Biglowkuntrysports. And we're gonna sit around and we're gonna talk about some football, man. But you gotta bring your own moonshine because I don't share my moonshine with nobody. And I put the link to my page in the chat. So yeah, man, that's about it over here, bro.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all watching the A, the T, the L, the I, the E, the N, the S, Sports Zone. Hold up. And we out.